Good morning, phone box lovers. Good news, we're back. Bad news, no phone boxes. Why? Well, lovely people, the transport system in London is falling apart. I'm noticing that serious delays are becoming far more common, which is problematic. Why? Because if one can't rely on public transport, it means one might need to adopt travel by taxi, dear viewer. And that could impact one's finances considerably. Anyway, folks, I hope you had a good weekend. This weekend here in the UK, and in fact in London, was bad. What I mean by that, I mean we had a huge storm. Nothing like you get in the US, but still pretty dramatic by British standards. So much so, for the first time that I actually ever remember in my life, all of the royal parks in London were closed yesterday. They closed them all. Hyde Park, Holland Park, Regent's Park, etc, etc. All closed and locked down. Nobody was allowed in. Yeah, I never remember that happening before. It's pretty serious. There were sort of items flying off of buildings and so on. Multiple times when I was out yesterday, I saw the fire brigade dealing with sort of, shaky scaffolding and sheeting blowing all over the place. A bit of a catastrophe, to be honest. And as if that wasn't bad enough, yesterday there was a very curious thing that happened. Yesterday morning on Westminster Bridge, apparently a lot of tourists started screaming and running all over the place. And the reason that happened is because, at least the initial report suggested, somebody had been stabbed. There had been an argument on the bridge. Somebody had completely lost it, had been stabbed. Now, why is that curious? Well, despite there being lots of eyewitness accounts and lots of tourists having seen it happen, the police quickly changed the story. They quickly changed the narrative to, as opposed to, potential gang violence and a stabbing on the bridge, the narrative was changed to, somebody had a heart attack and required the assistance of paramedics. I find that very bizarre. As I mentioned, folks, there's plenty of footage on social media, including by one guy who was right in front of it when it happened. So I wonder why on earth they're lying to us, and about what? Doesn't make a lot of sense, if I'm quite honest. My interpretation would be that it would have been, in all likelihood, gangs vying for control of that lucrative spot on the bridge, which is pretty much a third of the way across from the Westminster side. That lucrative spot from which they can indulge in ripping off tourists with the ball and cup game, among other games. Yeah, that would be my interpretation, people. But hey, I can only control this in the radio for so long, alright? Pretty much. We'll see what happens when the narratives are tightly controlled. The truth has a habit of leaking. I did find that very curious. And it's actually something of a pity, guys, that I wasn't out and about yesterday. But even if I had have been, the chance of being in that exact area, in that exact spot, at that exact time, despite us going there quite frequently, would have been very limited chance of that happening. So on the one hand, I would have loved to have been there and seen it with my own eyes. And you all know that however bad it would have been, I would have published a video. Look at this. Wow, that is a beautiful sight. The colour of those autumnal leaves here in London. What a sterling job she's doing, eh? Whoa, that's a huge pile. And obviously after they finished cleaning up on Friday, everything completely got wrecked again with massive amount of leaves and other sort of detritus from those storms. Okay, so week 2, ladies and gents, with the King's Troop Royal Horse Artillery. It looks as though we're just turning up as they're changing over. How's about, oh look, at the exact moment we get here, a horse's head appears from the box. Have no fear, people, that horse's head is attached to a horse, and this horse isn't in a good mood. Look, He's like, I'm not really sure if I want to work today. There's that guy with the camera. In fact, I'm liking what we're seeing already. Massive crowd. In fact, a giant crowd in the yard as well. However, those crowds, ladies and gents, are a good thing. Why? Because shortly when they finish, Horsey's like, John, come over here. Shortly in a minute when they've finished and everything starts moving, we've got a ton of people that are going to leave the yard and come to the front. I mean, look, the guy can't even get his pram. Having to put it in the middle of the road, look. Because there's too many people here. It's absolutely chock-a-wocka. Which means, guys, we're going to need to be a little bit more insertively assertive, I think is the phrase I'm looking for. Got a few spammers here already. So what we'll do is we will stand here and wait a minute until we get a teeny bit closer. Excuse me, sorry. And that moment, guys, has arrived. Yes, it has. Boom. Here comes everybody flooding out of the gates. That's right. Wow, sacrificing his kid already. It's only Monday. I think they probably had a long weekend in the playground and just like, I've had enough of this kid. Can you take him, please? Bring him up, train him, teach him, make him a good man. I was like, nah, I've already got two of my own, but thanks for the offer. It's a curious one today. Look at the ground, guys. Look, mushy leaves stuck all over the place. But, and this is key, the light is glorious today. She's like, of course the soldier doesn't want to take the boy. He's not even dressed properly. That's it. I'll clean him up a little bit. Maybe they'll take him. Oh, that didn't take long, did it? That was the first one told to get out of the box. There's a little violet-coloured beanie. In fact, that's instantaneous. That has a habit of happening, guys, when we turn up, doesn't it, pretty much? We turn up, we switch on the camera, and boom! Somebody's told, get out of the box! What about her? What do we think? Is she going to get told? Oh!
Excuse me.
Okay, the second attempt, folks. It's the second parent trying to make a donation. Oh. Out of the box, out of the box, yes. I quite like this spot. It's becoming one of my new favourites, guys, because it gives us a great aspect on every person that arrives and on the line, the fabled line. It's much more the case that there's a problem on that side, probably because there's no sign, unlike on the left where of course there is a sign, although a lot of people choose to ignore the sign. Now, funnily enough, even though we're getting closer to Christmas and further into the winter, it's warmer, folks. A few days ago, when I was last here, Friday, it was basically 3 degrees, which was a struggle. I needed 2 days to defrost. But today, we're back to multiple sacrifices and comparatively warm temperatures. Okay, it's 10 degrees today, which, although yeah, it's cold, it still feels like I'm in Morocco compared to Friday, which was torture. Look at the autumnal spread of colours. Look, we've got red and yellow, all sorts of other interesting colours. And a massive number of people too. Oh god, here we go, folks. We've got the first horse whisperer of the day. So my name is not Jasper. Jasper's in the HCAV. So Jasper, James, Jeffrey, Jonathan, Jebediah. What's his name? No, it's none of those. Hey, morning.
Missed the fun this morning.
Oh, what happened?
The courtyard was closed.
Oh, was it closed?
But no idea. No, we were caught out. Me and Colin round the back, got trapped.
Wait, so how long was it closed for? When did it reopen?
Oh, sometime in the last hour. That's
Okay, so there are certain
circled
benefits.
round and it was all closed up for the 11 change.
I noticed that there are massive. On Mondays, there are always massive delays of them reopening certain parts of the central and district line. So it's just like, you know what? I think I'm going to start walking here. So I was lucky. And this is good.
No, that's why I come back now. I'm lucky to see the temperatures as well.
Yeah.
So I'm done. I'm a bum.
I just arrived. See you Wednesday.
Oh yeah, the coverage is
See you soon. Okay, so, ladies and gents, this beauty is being filmed by some guy. Look, here on the floor. I'm not sure what he's doing with that pro kit he's got down there. Interesting. Hopefully he's not making an anatomical video. HCAV horses and how they're genetically superior to King's Troop. Going to be the title of his documentary. He's got some very, very expensive kit down there on the ground. Oh, he's looking at me now because I'm talking about him. He's just like, don't steal it. It's got to be a pro documentary maker, I would have thought. Second. You shooting for TV?
sort of.
Yeah? Very, very nice kit. Wow. Okay, yep. So guys, I'm going to be back, give him a bit of space because he is indeed shooting for TV. Probably a production company, going to sell the footage to a TV channel. So does this mean that we're making a documentary about a documentary? Damn, that's some really, really fine handy work there. In fact, I'm nowhere near that proficient with my right arm, guys, which might explain certain things. Perhaps I should come here and film with broadcast quality kit, everybody. What do we think? That way, every day when I get home, I can call the BBC, sell the footage, and then post it on YouTube. Everyone wins. It's bright. That gave him the fright of his life. I don't know if we caught that whether his face was on the camera or not. This is his first time ever being near a giraffe, so he was terrified. Oopsie. A very interesting crowd. Oh. Honestly, I had no idea that Santa would be here today. I'll wander to the other end shortly, folks. It's really kind of interesting, the hustle and bustle here. Got another whisperer over there on the on the horse's nose, optically. Wait, look. At least he got a good picture after his fright moment.
He's not bothered because
this reminds me of those early winter days we enjoyed last year. Puffer coats galore. I noticed, guys, a lot of people lost the bobble hat since Friday. In fact, even I've changed my headgear since Friday. Oh, look at this guy. He's wearing a bin liner, in fact, couldn't afford normal clothes. That's actually quite smart, to be honest, because a lot of local councils give away those kind of rubbish bags, bin liners, for free. So effectively, you could just wear a new one every day. There's like ash or something blowing around in the air. It's not blossom. Can you see, guys? There's all like little white things blowing around in the air. I'm actually trying not to breathe them in. I don't know what they are, but they're probably not good for for my digestive system. Ooh. Okay, that was a very large orange flatbed truck with some weird stuff on the back of it. That's what freaked the horse down for 1 second. I'll get us a little bit more sort of head on in a minute, guys. It's calm me down a teeny bit. Because luckily, the people that were filming, oopsie, have decided to jog on a teeny bit to the other end. Luckily for us. Okay, who's up next? Oh, somebody just sneezed on my neck. Thank you for that. It's remarkable, actually, the kindness of strangers in London. Most people are exceedingly happy to share their germs, and you don't even need to ask. I was like, yeah, I know. That's why I was sick last weekend. Oh my gosh, those things that are blowing through the air, guys, are like little insects, little green insects. Okay, look, we've got a threesome. Everybody, look, including both sides of the line. How's that for a shot? Yeah, the little teeny green insects that are buzzing everywhere. I bet a flipping tourist bought an infected banana with them from, I don't know, Gambia or whatever. A horse is like, if I make enough noise, maybe they'll promote me to HCAV. I mean, to be fair, he's big enough and pretty enough to be a HCAV horse, isn't he? She's like, can you take the picture? I don't know what she actually said because I can't speak French, but that was just a guess.
She said, don't worry, he's holding it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, so you're not French?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, you're actually French?
I am.
You sound like you're from the US.
I was born in France and I moved here when I was 5. To the US when I was 5.
Okay. Well, that's amazing. So I'm trying to make a French joke and I've got a fluent French speaker right next to me. I mean, what are the chances, folks? Ah. Okay, so if your French is like native, how do you say that sign in French?
Attention, le cheval risque de te mordre, de te taper. Ne touche pas le cheval, merci.
I know that ne touchez pas le cheval, but don't touch the horse. Wow, that's impressive.
Yep, she's very welcome. She's very helpful.
She is. I mean, she'd make an amazing tour guide, clearly.
Have a lovely day.
Hey, you too, girls. Okay, folks. Oh, that was super funny. I thought she was going to get angry with me for making a joke.
Yesterday.
What happened?
Yesterday was closed.
This was closed yesterday.
All together.
I don't know, because I wasn't here yesterday. Wait, so you came all the way here and it was closed?
I was here till 3 o'clock, hoping maybe they'll open.
And they didn't even. I mean, unless it was a Oh, hold on a second. The weather. Yesterday, all of the royal parks in London were closed, so they probably decided. Yeah. So I noticed actually, there's some like, if you look in the air, like there's all these little white specks of something floating around in the air today. Some of it is little green insects, but I don't know what the rest of it is.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, exactly. So I think if that was bad yesterday, that might have been really annoying the horse. Damn, I'm super glad I was out of London this weekend because I didn't know it was going to be closed yesterday, so I didn't miss anything basically. Lucky. Okay, folks. Wow. This is the guy that if you upset him, he'll whack you in 1 second. Look. He's like, yeah. I was with Vito and the guys for many years. We ran the streets together. Anybody mess with us, they get whacked. I'm not joking, guys. And the horse knows it. He's like, whacked. He's gonna try it out. Okay, 1 second, folks. Let's have a wander. Now, curiously, I say curiously because it is a little bit unusual. We've got a lot of police vans down toward the MOD, but the police have actually closed that little spot that leads into Raffles at both ends. Now that's funny because my suite isn't going to be ready for hours yet, so I don't understand how they decided to close the public highway already. It means they've got a VIP coming. I don't know who it is, but somebody, obviously super important, is coming to Raffles. Right, we're in the yard briefly because at the back, oh, lucky family, getting a tour. Look at this. Ta-da-da. this. Guys, if any of you know any troopers that happen to be, you know, good looking, I mean whatever, and a single, let me know, because for example, if I married a trooper, okay, even if it was a civil partnership with a guy, I'd do it just so that we get access to to the museum. That's a joke, guys, by the way. Now, let's have a quick wander through the back, because I've noticed. Oh, bro, where's this dude? I thought he was about to jump over the chain for a second. Mr. Orange over here, look. Extraordinary. Absolutely. Oops. Oopsie. Oh, that woman didn't like the fact that I that I was filming. Whoopsie doopsie. Okay, so. Wow. Now, everybody, thank you for pointing out that I was mistaken about the Bahraini state visit. It did happen, but it already happened. It's in the past. So next up, apparently, is the, I think it was Emir of, oh God, now I've forgotten. Emir of Qatar, I think. So if that's actually the case, and it is the Emir who's coming, that would explain why they're rolling out the red carpet. In fact, it might well explain why the police are guarding the entrance to Raffles. I wonder if the Emir, His Grace, His Eminence, I'm not actually sure what you call it, Emir. Sir, I guess, boss, chief. I'm not quite sure if he's staying at Raffles. That would certainly make sense, actually. It would also mean that he doesn't need to sully his royal feet and clothing and robes with the filth from London streets. But wow, isn't it beautiful out here today? It's magnificent. But that's quite the effort they're putting in. I don't remember seeing it that... What's the word I'm looking for? That well prepared. I mean, they've got, I'm just sorry guys, I'm counting 1, 2, 3. They've fundamentally got 3 pavilions. I'm guessing 2 lots of dignitaries and the central one for the VVIPs. And of course we'll have a senior member of the royal family, possibly even the king himself, greeting the Emir. Well, I guys will not be there because I'm not important enough, which means sadly we will not get to shake hands with the Emir, or indeed anyone else for that matter. Okay, back into the yard. Let's have a look at the other horse. Now, I noticed who we've got as today's jitsman. It's the lady trooper who was actually in the box, and this chap who was also in the box last week. I know what you're thinking, guys. What happened to the amazing female trooper Gatesmanator? She will be back sometime soon, but, and this is the negative, not as soon as you think, folks. Take that as you will. Yes, not as soon as you think. More on that later this week. I'm super tempted to go and ask the police why they've closed it, actually. Who is it? But they won't tell me. Plus, actually, if I get too close, they might get upset. They might even arrest me, everybody. Oh, it's a bit squishy here. Sorry, let me... Okay, we're through. At the front. In fact, we're right at the front. That's a bit better. A lot of you will recognise the gunner, folks. Look at this, bro. Why is it that every time we walk to a new spot, somebody gets told to get out of the box? Good to see her back, actually. In fact, I think, even though they've been here a week, we've only seen this gunner once. At the very beginning. Also in this box. Oh, somebody else. Nicely wrapped up for a cold day in London, even though it's not actually cold. I like that style of coat because it kind of looks like your head is floating when you wear it. So at least we've seen that both of the current gunners are quite happy to tell people to get out of the box. I can't annoyingly get back any further to be able to get the line clearly on both sides, but this is still a pretty good spot, even though we're not absolutely central. The usual misogynistic robot Spammer is right in the middle, ladies and gents, unfortunately. Yes, ladies and gents, she is in the box. I think he's concerned about the camera. Oh, she missed a chance. Tour group's arrived. Now she's like looking impatient, like it was my turn. Like, hello, you had your chance. Curious actually, I assume she immediately was Ukrainian, but speaking Arabic, so I'm guessing Blondie speaking Arabic. Lebanese. Oh. The gunner's eyeballing her. She is in the box. Kind of. Actually, kind of, as much as she is, she isn't, if that makes sense. If we have Arabic speakers, folks, what did you say when you saw the camera? I don't want to be on the camera. Something like that, probably. It's funny because wherever you stand here, it doesn't matter whether it's in the yard or at the front, and it doesn't matter whether it's somebody filming like me, everybody gets filmed here. Why? Because the area is one of the most surveilled in the whole of central London. Here we go. Oh. The tour guide is always very diplomatic in telling his group off when they go over the line, but without actually standing like he's being rude. Like the people that are contortionists when they take pictures of themselves. Okay, Ginger Nuts is in the box. Not anymore there. Okay, so that's 2 she's got in her column. And this dude is so tall, we can just be aware of the tall man. Flipping hell. Just looking around, guys, I can't see a basketball anywhere. Who's next? Oh, very serious civil servant. He's like, I'm grade 2, don't you know? Step aside. It's really busy, but as usual, it's a curious situation of them all sort of loitering. Oh, hold on, who's next? Okay, this bro's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. These things, guys, that are flying around in the air. Okay, Brazil in the house, as usual. You can tell the Brazilian smile a mile off. Is that it, Taurus, or anyone else coming up? Roll up, roll up. I think actually they should have wardens employed by the council to come along, license everybody that films, charge a fee, and more importantly, tell the tourists you're not allowed to loiter. Either get in front of the horse right now or move on. Nobody should be able to loiter here for more than 15 minutes without getting ticketed. A bit like a parking ticket, but for videographers, etc. Okay, is she going to forget her water bottle that she just put on the railing? Oh, other horse is still there. Oh, what about me? And that's it, they've abandoned this gunner. Look, there's no one here. They all moved. Wait, if I stand back, you can see I'm actually not exaggerating. Look. Where's everyone gone? I know the second I move away, they'll all come back. Okay, she looks enamoured. Oh, they've noticed the box. Gunner's really on it actually. I'm noticing she's looking down to her left, down to her right as people approach. If HCAV are not really on the enforcement when they come back, it's going to look really bad. If these guys, you know, the temporary standing Kingsguard are able to enforce the box so rigidly with smaller horses, then what can we say? I know she wants to touch it, folks. I've got a sixth sense, in fact. I can always tell when the lady wants to touch it. But she's not a rule breaker. Tell her fashion show's back. Didn't last long, did it? The quiet period, that is. And we'll try and split this reasonably evenly between the other end and this end. I think actually, because it's the beginning of the week and it's pretty bright and sunny, it's going to be like last week. In other words, an almost continuous stream of people. This dude's in the box.
Big guys at work.
He and I were standing here thinking, oh, that other guy that comes in the blue coat is going to arrive and walk through the box. But if it ever happened, we wouldn't put you on the video, I promise. Gosh, so that's three facts. Three folks that she's got thus far.
I did so much footage with those guys. You were in it.
No, but I said to him, like, it's not a problem. You can put it up, even if I'm in it.
I didn't want to put your face, so I'll put you back in.
No, but I mean, come on, this face should really be on TV or on.
No, some people were saying, oh, this guy doesn't like his face on the camera, so this is the first time we're seeing his back. I said, okay.
No, but we talked about it after, and I said to him, just put it on, don't worry about it. And he put it on, it was fine. But I noticed there are a few others here. Who's the London Today guy? You seen that channel, London Today?
I don't know.
No, but he got it really clearly. You're in his video, by the way, as well, and I'm in his video. So all three of them are in his video, faces and all. I kind of given up caring, to be honest.
Even if you win that, 1800.
It was a good
That's
day.
my highest. In 1 month now. 1800.
Oh, goodness me. Okay, look at this very stylish lady. Wow. Is it really that bad? No, come on. But to be honest, I think it's actually the case. We're looking across. I think it's the case on most channels. Even the really big YouTubers like Bald, Kirk has numbers are down because they were tweaking the algorithm last month and they mucked it up a little bit. They'll fix it.
I was expecting it because I didn't really come that much for 2 months. I came like last month. I only came 4 days or something.
You only came 4 days.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's surprising because, you know, if you're married, something must be wrong in your marriage if you're only came.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. My wife wasn't here. She was on holidays.
Okay, I understand. All right, now things are making sense.
So that's a good sign.
It is. It's definite sign of loyalty, respect for that. Oh goodness. I noticed that. You noticed that a lot of people complained that they tweaked the algorithm last month, introduced some new features, and they basically screwed up everyone's channel.
Actually, the YouTube manager were calling me like, why last month? Why I'm not filming that much? So she said, is everything okay?
Oh, so they're actually getting in touch to ask why.
Yeah.
Ah, that makes sense. Mine always says the opposite. It says you need to film less. Oh goodness. I had somebody getting really close to my rucksack then, guys, and sort of jigging around. That was a bit odd. It was a girl. She moved when I turned round, but very curious. Okay, lots of people are turning up. Oh. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. God. Honestly, if they put a something up on the lamppost, guys, an official HCAV camera, it will capture everything with a fisheye lens. Who's next? Ta-da! It's my favourite spot, but it never lasts long because people walk in front. See? I'll go back to the other end shortly, but I mean, this lady gunner's told 3 people to get out of the box so far. I think that's a pretty good tally. I just noticed we only had 2 police officers come out. Where have the rest gone? It's Monday, would have been the guard change at the palace, but where have the police horses vanished to, people? Maybe this dude took them. I never trust people in full-length leather coats. Especially when they got a cowboy thing going on. Okay, that's how cute. If you thought it was quiet, guys, think again. Because it ain't. Bit of a squish, to be fair. And lots more arriving. Okay. What's going on here then? It's like, hello, you can't touch the horse. This cheeky girl's trying to take advantage of the horse. Wait, let's squeeze ourselves in a teeny bit, guys, because it's a bit busy here. Ta-da! My God, it's freezing. How can it not be cold? Honestly, guys, I'm not joking. It's a really nippy day in London today. Oh, there we go. Miss Flares, look, straight in the box. Out the box. The gunner says to her straight away. So he's at 2, the other one's at 3. So he's catching up. Folks, maybe. He's got 25 minutes. Will he win? My God, the throng of people filming. Wait, let me get around a little bit. Hold on 1 second. It's completely ridiculous. So much so that yours truly is going to have to use his special trick, his height. Here we go, ready? There we are. That, folks, is the downside of it being super bright and sunny. So many people come out to film. Just like me, to be fair. Thanks, bro. Okay, got a bit of a squishy spot. know what you're thinking, guys. We've seen this guy before on the left. Interesting enough, somebody just screamed. I don't know what happened. Everybody turned their heads. What was that all about? Everyone's looking, but I don't know what happened. There's no sign of like. If that was a tourist that screamed, it doesn't look like it was the gatesman. It was super loud. Everybody's head turned. Odd. Very weird, actually. And people are still looking and thinking, like, what just happened? Actually, you know what? I think it's these bros over here. Wait. Weird. It's been so far, in fact, here in the yard today, very, very quiet, I would say. That was, in fact, the only raised voice we've heard since we arrived. Good spot to stand if the horse decides to kick his way out of the box is there. Should go flying. And those doors we've seen before, guys, do have a habit of popping open. I didn't really see any groups, so that was really curious. Plus the police didn't move, so it couldn't have been that bad. Okay, just as we were getting into a good spot. But actually, I've changed my mind, folks. It's the other end. We're going to the other end. This end is where we're going to. Instead, back to this end. Why? Because, oops, the gunner just told her to get behind the white line. Very loudly. So that's 4 she's got to his 2 at the other end. Worst way, we might need 2 parts, guys. The line at the other end of people filming is 10 strong. It's completely and utterly ridiculous this morning, but there we are. So I'll wait until they move and then I'll go to the other end again. Oh, she's back. With coat this time. Yeah, look at this bro. He probably spent the whole weekend planning that outfit. Again, guys, I can't get back to include the box. It's too busy behind me. Gosh, those green insects are now landing on my phone screen. Yuck.
¿Ya? Venga, vamos para allá.
Is he going to be number 5? Let's see. He's creeping closer. Meanwhile, this bro just inserts himself in the picture. The gun is deep in thought at this point about these pesky tourists. Okay, some of the cameras have moved this end, guys, so I'll make my exit shortly. There we go. Number 5. She's well on it today, in fact. But this bro is in the box again. I think it's only the people that are creeping up super closely, within touching distance of the horse, that are getting told. but she's still doing a super job. In fact, I think 5 times by one gunner on one shift. Is that a record? I don't think we've actually seen that it happened that much yet at all with anyone else in the King's Troop. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I'm pretty sure she now holds the record. And bearing in mind her shift is not even over. Wait, what time is it? .41. 2/3 of the way through and already 5 people that I've seen. I dare say there were more when I wasn't watching. So I'm getting a bit blocked in there by by people smoking. Blech. Right. This time, I don't care who's filming, guys. We're going for the front, ruthlessly. Ah. No matter what. Da-da. Da-da. Boom. That's better. Okay, so he's got some catching up to do. He's down 2 to her 5. Two separate TikTok lives on 2 separate phones. Weird or what? Just odd. Can you all see the things that are floating around in the air, guys? Arms are covered with them. They're little green insects. Obviously move from the other end to this end, and what happens? They run away, tourists that is. What a surprise. Brutal, no? Pulling the kid around. In fact, he's not going to have a chance to win now, just because of the fact that there are less tourists. 100%. No room.
Last game Thursday.
So yeah.
Thursday they're going. Is the last game.
Yes. Yeah.
They're coming back on 13th, I think.
Apparently, the return is only going to be for a week, which is curious. That was not expected.
Apparently they asked them.
The thing is, the HCAV are not on holiday. They're getting ready for the state visit of the Emir of Qatar. That's why they're building a stage at the back. So they're not actually having any time off, which is not really fair, but there we are. Yep, the toys are good enough, guys. They've gone home.
Really good to see.
Wait, what? Wait, what's hanging out by the car? Was it what, on Saturday? Was it on Saturday? No, said that it was closed yesterday. Apparently the yard, etc. was closed yesterday.
He just came out and he changed to long time. Yeah.
And it's actually really sweet.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Female guard, yeah. She came and she stayed with her mom, yeah. So I said, I noticed you. And there were two ladies standing next to her. And guess she said, guess what? Look, this is her wife. This is not my baby.
No. I like the fact that actually that they are super friendly. They seem to be a bit more happy to make to chit chat.
Yeah.
I personally think it's a good thing, and I think that if the other two regiments were a bit more like that, it would help with PR.
When they were telling me the guard was, she was locked.
She's gone massively better since. Remember the incident?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now everything's back to normal, as I said. Well, 5 or 6 people were told to get out. So, kind of thing is, the second it gets quiet at that end, come to this end, and everybody runs to the other end, and we look at it behind us again. It doesn't make any sense. This is the thing that I can't understand. Like, what? 2 separate TikTok lives from 2 separate friends at the same time?
Really?
Yeah. Look, she's got one TikTok live there, another one there. Do you know which channel is her channel?
She's in two lives, and it's TikTok and YouTube.
No, they're both TikTok. Yeah, which is look. See, that's wait, is that's TikTok? You know, and the other one was the same. That's the handheld thing. You've got to be working for somebody to be doing that. It's just weird. Oh. He's in a rush. That's interesting, guys. You heard that. A friend mentioning there that the guards came out to have a chat. A very friendly and cordial chat, apparently on Saturday. I like that, and I think it's a good thing, and I don't think it could do any damage at all to the lifeguards or the blues. If occasionally either an NCO or somebody in the regiment came out to perhaps answer questions. We used to have that on the live. A number of times we had lifeguards appearing and answering questions in the early days. Then obviously things kicked off in the Middle East and elsewhere, and the regiment kind of went into some sort of PR lockdown, which is unfortunate, but not really surprising, I guess. Security has to come first. On the subject of which way, let's move ourselves out again. Just as it starts to get a little bit more manageable, and I'm able to move, everybody comes out and gets squished around me again. Okay, so I've noticed that Theo is here with his group, and there's a lot more space. So my plan to split the time evenly, folks, is not going to work.
St James's Park. St James's Park was the deer reserve for St James's Palace. So again, technically, officially, that is the front door, like the ceremonial entrance.
See, he's right.
Because we believe in nominative determinism,
Because we believe in nominative determinism, the name of the building is Horseguards. Love it.
real soldiers realise
What a character he is, eh? I'm not sure if he's still telling the James Blunt story about the lifeguards. Let's see, if he does, we'll go back to him.
Ah, ma devono fare così? Dai, levati il milione. Vabbè, quindi per il cavallo deve stare lì immobile, così. No, vabbè, i cavalli dormono in piedi.
You can tell he's briefed his group because none of them are going over the line. I actually forgot who else was on duty with this group. We should, I think. Wait, 754. I'm not sure whether we'll get the change in this video or not, actually. It might be a bit too tight. So many important people on their phones on Whitehall. That was actually quite a good horse impression. Okay, let's move ourselves a teeny bit, guys. As I said, I really don't like standing directly in front. If there's any other option, that's a bit better. I don't think actually I can remember the last time there were this many cameras here. There's at least 15, which is a lot. Not sure what the police are sort of milling around about. Looks like they're looking for someone. Horse is like, yep, that's right. One thing I did forget actually, guys, the picture of the day. How much of an idiot am I? Wait, we'll try and get completely front and centre again in a minute, just for the picture. Problem, I get a little bit out of my rhythm when I'm away for a couple of days. Now, I remember at the beginning of last week, actually, this horse was in the picture of the day. And between you and I, guys, we might not be seeing him again for some time.
Yeah.
Okay, Gunner's coming out to open the doors to the box.
Ya está, Julieta, ya está. ¿Quieres solo hacerme el caballo?
Not sure if you saw that. She gave us a little smile that Gunner done. Cheeky smile. In fact, she's new. I don't recognise her. She wasn't here last week. Right, before this horse leaves, see if we can get that picture. He's super handsome. Yep, that's right. Okay, I think we got it. I remember this. Yeah, this was definitely the horse at the beginning of last week. Remember, the super cute, sort of chocolate-coloured cheeks. That was a bit lopsided, though. 5 minutes. I think I might just risk covering this changeover. Let's see. It's a good picture. She's got a great smile and the little bow there. You see that, guys? It wasn't a bow, it was a curtsy. Sorry. Cute. Oh, straight into the box. It's like, Mum, you just embarrassed me. Okay, so this gunner wins, folks. Even if he went to the other end, he couldn't catch up now. She's at least like 6 or 7 to 2. Oh, sorry. She was English as well, and the kid. So these entitled Brits, I can't understand them, folks.
Là, il s'énerve là.
Non, il est content. Là, il t'a dit bonjour. Ah. Rapproche-toi. C'est bon.
C'est bon, she's back. What do you think? Will there be a second curtsy? Let's see. Oh, there actually was a little one. Wow. Cute. Such an interesting bunch of people today, actually, the tourists. Okay, the young gunner that just opened the doors is now telling everybody in the yard to get themselves back. Oh, meanwhile, oh, here we go. Outfit of the day, folks. Complete with the Chanel bag and the little Burberry top. Very nice. C'est super. See, not everybody that visits Horse Guards is a peasant. We do have a few nobles with lots of money.
Go by that white line.
Oh, who was that? Somebody just, you hear that in the yard? Isn't that over there? There's no one there though. I can't understand. That's twice it happened. There's no one even moving there. Oh, I have no idea, folks, who has been shouted at. There's no one there, not even close to the archway.
Maybe in the archway.
Yeah, I guess. Super curious. Oh, here we go. Get ready. This tourist is about to get. Exactly. You tell them. Fair play to that gunner, right? She spotted her and walked all the way over just to tell her. Oh my God! Here we go again. Oh goodness. Folks, of the lady gunners, this one is my favourite, but I think you already know that. If only we see her at one point on duty with the guy from the other unit who uses his horse to rush everybody away. That would be the absolute dream team of gunners in the box. But it won't happen, unfortunately, because they're in different units. Oh, she's back, look. So, we are going to get to see the replacement horse. I wasn't sure we'd be able to squeeze it in, folks, but we will. NCO. Oh, for some reason, zoom in, folks, on that little bit. The NCO that just came out and gave the command was laughing. I'm not sure what happened, but she was laughing. Damn, it's a shame we're not in the centre now, in fact, because she's going to come out to the middle. And she's got the giggles. Wait, let's have a look, in fact, if she comes out. Wait, is she giggling? Curiously not. But honestly, zoom in, folks, on that little section through the box. She was definitely laughing as she came out to give the commands. Maybe something went wrong in the yard. Okay, boom. So that's new horse number 1. And obviously we've got another new horse at the other end. Annoyingly enough, the gunner that's on the other new horse, who I'll show you in a minute before I finish, was also very popular when she was on foot as a gatesman. Yeah, just our luck. Anyway, this will be our last tourist at this end. And I'll just quickly show you the other horse before we finish. Pretty chill morning, to be fair. Nobody was majorly rude, but plenty of people. Probably the most in one video since the King's Troop arrived, being told to get out of the box, change over the gatesman shitsman. Squeeze our way out. Whilst everybody's focused on what's happening in the yard. Okay, let's have a quick look. Got smiles actually from the gunner at this end, which is pretty sweet. So this is horse and gunner number 2. Well, actually, strictly speaking, number 4. We go back to when we started. There we are. Super cute horse, actually. One that we did see before. I remember that Ormond-esque blaze. Look. Quite a beauty, that one, eh? Nope. Thanks, bro. Will we get to see if she's going to tell anyone off? I mean, we've only got about 2 minutes, so probably not in all likelihood. And just when I'm thinking about other horses, there's one or 2. The soldier is like, what about me? Everybody's rushing forward to go into the yard because they're still changing over, but I mean, they've missed it now. Nothing's going to happen. It's pretty much finished. Secretly hope we go out with a bang. In other words, somebody gets shouted at, but I don't think it's going to happen. And the girl that I briefly captured earlier on, that was standing there with the one phone on a tripod, another one in the hand, 2 separate TikTok lives, is still in exactly the same spot to my right. Unbelievable. Some people have zero social situational awareness. This, I think, folks, is going to be one of our last tourists in today's video. Penultimate, I should say. And that, folks, as I walk back, is indeed the last few tourists. Slick did a good job at the end there with his kids. We'll be back shortly, folks. Unbelievable number of people filming today. It's kind of a bit embarrassing. One thing I did notice though before we finish up, look at how the leaves over the weekend have blown in a huge pile against the railings here at Horseguards. That really is an absolutely glorious autumnal wintry shot, is it not? Back soon, guys. Bye for now.